We are in auditorium of FES Berlin, where a super booth takes place for 5 or 6 years already, and this is place where all Gespräch concerts take place. I like this like Germans saying Gespräch concert. And there is a rehearsal of kids modular ensemble. I see them for first time, but still, you know, it's such a great initiative from Schneidersladen to inspire creativity of kids in music and to prepare a new generation of musicians. Let's put it that way. Train a new generation of musicians. My name is Girts. I'll show a profile as well. And I'm a self-proclaimed visionary in Erica Synths. I actually established a company 10 years ago. On October 1st it will be 10 years. Yeah, like my colleagues told that we cannot treat a company as a company if you are a single person in a company. So yeah, on 2015, first my colleagues joined me and we became like a real team, Erica Synths, with the intention to make some musical instruments, but then it turned out we made some change in the electronic musical instrument market. You know.
My name is Eliza and I've been with Erica Synths for almost 6 years. It's definitely been a journey. I started to work there when I barely knew what an oscillator is. So Girts and Riga, they took a leap on me just because I was very passionate about electronic and experimental music. And yeah, it's been a very interesting path. And after still these 6 years, it's so amazing to work within a company where I'm still a fan of my colleagues and their work, and it's been mad exciting and it doesn't stop. The journey just gets more fast-paced, and yeah, we're creating instruments, but the beauty about being a part of Erica Synths and the philosophy of our team and the values are the community and the end goal, which is music. So it's not just about creating music technology and making the best sounding synthesizers or the coolest drum machines. There's so much more to that, and sometimes within the times in which we live, which is so much about technology, I feel like that gets forgotten. And so yeah, the things that we do with Erica Synths are way beyond just creating music instruments. So what I do is our artist relations. I'm in charge of the communication of our creative projects. We've done a festival, we have a streaming platform which has accumulated the biggest archive of Latvian electronic music, and not only. So yeah, the work that I have the opportunity to do with Erica Synths, I feel is very important.
My name is Jānis and I'm an engineer at Erica Synths, and my role is digital product design and development, both software and hardware. I was working in an institute, scientific institute, and I was like making some scientific instruments, but they were done only for specific projects and for specific period. And after the project ends, the product was just put on the shelf and nobody used it. It was kind of sad. But in Erica Synths, I get much more satisfaction because the products we create, people buy them, people enjoy them, and that gives me like fulfillment in this job. That we create something that people enjoy. Mostly I work together with Rival. He's like and Girts, they're like the visionaries, how the products should look and how they should sound, especially Rival. He's like, he knows what the instrument should sound like, and Girts is like, he has ideas what kind of instruments might be interesting in the market, and he has like connections with some big artists, and he gets some ideas talking with those artists as well, like the latest one, the Steam 5. We started with modular, but we're kind of moving towards desktop instruments, standalone instruments, because it seems like natural development of the company. Steampipe is a collaboration project with a company 112dB, and they're actually the ones that designed the mathematical model, the engine that generates the sounds. And we are, or I am, the one that put it in the hardware. I'm also a partner of the Erica Synths, so for me I'm really motivated to grow the company, so we're better every year, and we're doing much bigger things. So I'm interested in like making Erica Synths greater and better.
Hello, so my name is Santa and I work at Erica Synths for 3 years almost, and my daily responsibilities are logistics. I make sure that all orders go out smoothly, and I'm collecting money, and I help our retail partners with any questions or issues they might have. So these are my main responsibilities. Well, Super Booth for me is really great opportunity to meet all our partners whom I haven't met in person, only via emails, and now I see them in person and we have a shot and we become even better partners.
My name is Moritz. I am a YouTuber. I teach people how to build circuits, how to design circuits. And my connection to Erica Synths is that they at some point discovered my channel when they were trying to establish a new line of DIY kits. And they were looking for like very simple designs that were like easy to understand and easy to replicate for people. And they thought that my designs just fit the bill perfectly. And so they approached me, they asked me if we wanted to collaborate and release a series of DIY kits together. And I was very quick to say yes, because it was a great opportunity. And yeah, so that's how we connected. So basically this DIY area is normally used for soldering. So what happens here normally is that brands kind of sell kits that are not, assembled, and then people get together here and solder. And what I do here is a bit different, because I try to teach people what the circuit actually does. So I'm not happy with just assembling something, so I want to be I want to pass on some knowledge to people, and so we breadboard. Breadboards are like little prototype things where you put together a circuit, and then you get an instant result.
Well, I am Leo. I am a support person and resident artist, and I'm one of the latest additions to the Erica Synths team. I primarily deal with the exchange of faulty units, the satisfaction of our customers in the long term. My colleagues, I really see them as family. We've become rather an inseparable small team, and I'm very grateful to be part of this team and to create the instruments we make, and to work with the playability of the synth as the primary directive in what we do. This is my third Super Booth, but it's great to see that year after year people are enjoying our instruments more and more, and now we have 3 Falcons drum machines set up on display, and people go up and play them, don't ask a single question, and just bob their heads and smile. And it's truly it's a pleasure seeing that what we make and what we do brings joy to people, because musicians are like big children.
We just do our thing, and that's a part of being visionary, to feel those areas where company would navigate to. Because the worst thing to do when you develop new product is to ask people what they want, because typically what they want is improved versions of what they already have. So and that does not bring to innovations, to true innovations. So we try to keep this path of innovating and surprising market. And like simplest example was this black front panels. And one of the things actually we stress the most is user interface, is an interaction between instrument and musician. Because like nowadays there are a lot of talks about, well, AI taking over production, songwriting and stuff, but it will never take over a live performance, you know, how musician interacts with instrument, what he actually does on the scene, you know, and so on and so on. So yeah, that's very significant area on how we treat new instrument development, so how you feel with the instrument and how you play it. I really believe that things have to be sustainable. And by sustainability, you mean they can be like efficient, off-grid or something, or you do not create waste. So they have to be repairable and they have to last long. And and you know, these are tools for professional musicians that are being used on stage. So they, the worst thing can do that they fail during performance. Because that like ruins everything, and therefore we choose the best components. Media always find that our instruments are built like tank, and you can literally stand on any of our instruments to reach for to replace lamp, you know, bulb in, but still there is enough profit to choose better components, you know, and if we have no component shortage, we can afford to populate the board with MCU, which is like 10 times as more expensive as we actually initially intended to have. And we do not increase price for that. So that's, and of course we test instruments. You know, we really bring them to shows like this, and you cannot imagine what crazy things people do with instruments. Yeah, so this is also a very good test market for instrument design. So basically the intention with our new project for education, which will be a synthesizer for kids and synthesizer for teachers, is to show this cross-disciplinary appeal of electronic music, because you study physics of sound, you study how sound is made in synthesizers, and then you make music of it. And it's a way more fun way to learn music. So as I see, the only way to stand out is really to be creative and to make something really distinct, really inspiring, and invent something completely. It's very challenging, obviously, yeah, because it's. But I really believe that industry does not need another filter or another oscillator. Do not take business from others. You know, really open up your own niche, let's put it that way. Start from niche and then you can grow. And also do not be afraid to talk to experienced manufacturers, because, you know, if I would know all that, if I would have all that know-how I have today, you know, where to produce, how much it will cost, you know, what's the most efficient way to do distribution assembly, you know, where to source parts, you know, what you have to consider before doing that, you know, I spent or wasted so much time and effort of trying to fix things which I would love to know in advance. There are like 1,000 details on how to, and there is huge difference between making an instrument or module at your home, you know, on your own as a DIY project, and actually put it to manufacturing, you know, because there are like so many nuances when the instrument goes into mass manufacturing. You know? do not be afraid to talk to experienced manufacturers. If other manufacturers reject you, talk to me.